Police have an obligation to protect protesters. They are people who are using their constitutionally protected rights in a democracy. And when police are at protests, their first priority should be actually to make sure that protesters stay safe as well as everyone else. Police need to be trained so that they understand that protest is a constitutionally protected activity, and it's one that police have a duty to protect rather than being adversarial towards, rather than feeling threatened by. And when police do have to engage in police action, for example, if people are breaking some kind of law, they've got to do so in a way that's respectful of the constitutional rights of those people. We think that here in Vancouver, there have been lots of examples where police have very successfully worked with groups who were demonstrating, they've made sure that people stayed safe, they've helped to reroute traffic. We've seen positive relationships like that right across the province, and we want to make sure that that's how things stay when people are engaged in their right to peaceful protest. We've seen a really troubling number of police shootings since April, much higher than average. And every time there's a police shooting, it causes us to ask some really critical questions. Was the use of force by the police officer justified under the circumstances? Is there evidence of some broader systemic issue when we see such a spate of shootings in a short period of time? Are police reacting too quickly? Are police trained appropriately? Do they have the right kind of equipment, and so forth? A whole bunch of unanswered questions here, and we hope that the Independent Investigations Office is going to get to the bottom of them. Well, a lot of people have raised concerns about the possible chilling effect that Bill C-51 is going to have on protest. We're seeing an increase in the power of the government to share information on people who are engaged in protest. We're seeing an increase in the power of spy agencies to surveil and to disrupt the activities of people, some of whom may just be engaged in protest activities, even though the spy agencies may think that they're up to something else or may think that they pose some kind of threat. We're very concerned about all these things.